Relief. You never want to take that phone call.
What was in that note that 8th grader left behind?
We do have Team 7 coverage of the tragedy as parents and young students try to cope with this devastating loss. Tara Edwards spoke with parents who were shaken up by the suicide.
We're going to begin, though, with Cheryl Choden, who's live at nearby Anderson High School, where some people are going to be gathering to deal with their grief and remember the life that was lost today. And there's no other way to put this, Cheryl, than just a horrible tragedy.
Absolutely an unthinkable tragedy. There is so much sadness in Southgate, and so the juniors and seniors here at Anderson High School decided to have a vigil tonight, and they say they're going to have it right behind me in this student parking lot. Now, of course, when this happened, there was so much shock and fear that ran through the parents at the middle school. They ran to school to get their children, and as you said, to hold their children. Everybody was so shocked by it, and so the juniors and seniors here at the high school said they decided to come together tonight and have a candlelight vigil. Vigils are very common now after tragedies because they are really a good way for the community to get together. So friends of this 8th grade boy and maybe some family members will gather. They'll light candles, they'll sing songs, and say some prayers. They say that it is a wonderful way for the community to come together in support of the family and also to come together in grief. So again, they'll be gathering at 7 o'clock here in the student parking lot at Anderson High School. The young man who died does not have anybody at the high school right now, but the people who are organizing this vigil told me he has a sister, a stepsister, who graduated recently from Anderson. Reporting live in Southgate, I'm Cheryl Choden, 7 Action News.
All right, Cheryl, got to hope that vigil is going to help at least people there at the school and, of course, that family tonight. Now, emotions that started with fear turned to sadness as students and parents found out what happened, and now they're trying to cope with this tragedy. 7 Action News reporter Tara Edwards is live with that part of our coverage tonight. And, Tara, certainly a tough day for everyone there.
Yeah, Carolyn, especially for the family of the boy involved. Now, earlier today, here at Davidson Middle School in Southgate, we saw a lot of parents frantically searching for their kids, students wiping away tears. It was an emotional day overall. Hundreds of parents rushed to Davidson Middle School, wanting to make sure their kids were safe.
Yeah, because you don't know what happened, so you're very concerned about what's happening.
The fright, the fear, the concern. Let's just get them and let's get out of here.
The building on lockdown this morning after a boy shot himself in the head in the boys' bathroom here. He had a suicide note on him. It was discovered at the hospital. Many parents got a phone call from their kids.
Panic. That's about it. Panic. You don't know what to think at that time.
Tragic, you know, you just don't ever think of an 8th grader shooting and killing himself. Not in a school.
And while parents try to make sense of the tragedy themselves, they have the tough job of trying to help their children cope with this devastating day.
With all the other school shootings, it's relief to be able to bring them home with me.
I don't even know how to process this yet, so it's going to take a minute.
Hugged your daughter a little tighter today?
Absolutely.
And many parents and students that we talk to say that they feel for the family during this tragedy right now. And we're told that classes are canceled here at Davidson Middle School tomorrow. Live in Southgate, Tara Edwards, 7 Action News. Carolyn, Stephen.
All right, Tara, thank you for that live report today. Police say that .40 caliber Glock handgun the boy took to school with him is legally registered to a family member. There are no metal detectors at the door, so no way of knowing he ever had a gun. After he shot himself, another student discovered the teen in an upstairs bathroom and went to get help from teachers. We're told the note found on the boy mentioned a fellow student, but gave no hint of why he took his own life.
I believe it was some sort of a goodbye. It wasn't, like where they had an issue with that person. Again, we found that there was no incident from speaking to all the folks that there was any issue with anyone, you know. It sounds like it was just a tragedy. You know, he chose to harm himself.
District Superintendent says counselors will be at Davidson Middle School when students return to class on Monday.
We want you to know there are places you can turn to for help. Parents and teens can call the National Suicide Hotline confidentially 24 hours a day. All you have to do is dial 1-800-SUICIDE. Or here's a way teens can text for help. Teens can text the word SAFE and their current location to 69866. Teens will get a text back of the nearest local youth shelter. After that, teens will get an additional prompt that says reply to chat for more help. Once you reply, you will be connected with a professional you can text with for help.